back that had this like blackened doorway in it. So before we set up camp, Dan sent his Raven in to go check it out. As soon as the Raven went in, like he dropped unconscious. So at that point, we decided to get the hell out of there. He eventually came to like 2 minutes later, I think you said.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Yeah. But we were gonna go back and basically meet in a stairwell where you were at. We figured out a way to manipulate this door open that had some funky trigger, and that's where we were planning on taking a long rest at.
You know anybody that does airbrush? Yeah, I have 3 airbrushes. You don't pay any good when you need done. It's a surprise. Let me make the backdrop.
Hang on.
It's my idea for what I think the logo should be.
Why don't you sketch it and we decide on it before
Because I can't sketch.
Let's just get something up and then we'll change it.
Well, I'd rather get the actual thing up
But it
than...
could take 8 years.
Yeah, and so could us actually deciding on something.
I know that's
So
what
could
happens.
easy grind airbrush something. Similar to that, but just a group around a campfire.
Yeah, I know.
Campfire actually being orange. Silhouettes of the people.
That's fine.
Moon.
That's fine.
That's his undercover.
Or just put a chick with like her boobs out and Conan there, and then like a van. Okay, so we begin with Mr.
Jumping jack.
Daenerys, the Tefling. The Teflon Tefling.
The Teflon Teflon.
Nothing can stick to it.
We're having a long rest, so some people may sleep, some people may rest against a wall, stand up, pace, do whatever you do. But you, sir, have drifted off. In your mind, you stand before the great demonic face that we saw earlier in the game. The cold eyes seem to watch you as you move about the room. The mouth of darkness then twists into a sinister grin and gives way to a terrible skyline. Blackened skies linger over an arid wasteland crawling with terrible creatures of nightmare. A lone man dressed in blackness beyond pitch stands with his arms raised to the sickening red spear in the sky that rains down vile, thick strands of gore below. He slowly turns, locking eyes with you. Though he is in the distance, you can hear his words clear as if he was next to you. And he says, "Welcome home."
Daddy?
It's possible. You then wake up and you are in a long rest with your party, but you are very uncomfortable and worried. You are stressed out by this event and put off. Eyes come to you, you can hear your party members talk about what to do next and where to go. They have found, obviously, the demonic face with a black arched doorway leading into darkness, and out of that room they found a secret door leading to a set of giant bronze metal doors being guarded by a dog caked in flame.
Like in that dream or nightmare or whatever, does the area look familiar to me?
I sure the hell hope not.
Pun intended.
No, sir, it does not.
Pun very intended.
And that's where you all are having your long rest and making your decisions.
Glenn, what's the good word on midnight?
I'll explain that I won't be able to get him back for quite a while. He has ceased to exist on this plane.
He's like, yeah!
I'm gonna make a chicken wings to me.
It's the chicken wing chips on here.
Alright, I'll cook for everybody again. I got that spider meat to cook with.
Did you fire at this point or something to make a thing?
We don't have a fire. We decided not to make a fire because there's no ventilation.
That's right, you're right. Yeah.
There is ventilation through the holes in the ceiling,
Yeah.
on the sides.
That water is pouring out of?
Yeah. Some gas.
Smoke won't go
It's not like-
through the hose.
It's trickle.
mouth because there was no ventilation in there. It was closer. This one had the water coming in,
Yeah.
so the smoke should go out.
And what do we start the fire with?
Who brought firewood?
No, we haven't used it yet, have
Just saying, you have firewood.
And we chopped the vines, and I believe
I did gather those up.
yeah,
Yeah.
the two of us did.
we? Set up the fire? Fire. Yep, fireball, light her up.
So if your food, you cook up some food, eat it, do whatever you're doing, do your long rest, you rest up, you eat, you get prepared.
Right to the dragon killer. The giant me through this fiendish tunnel. Stuck underground. This is some dwarf bullshit.
Good thing nobody's a druid or an elf that would miss the around world.
I will prepare my spells for the day. And
Yeah.
munch on the spider beam.
Or you? That's pretty good.
Attempting to keep it down.
Just
Something is a little
this
upset.
like 7-foot something guys. The little tiny pan pipes.
No, you blow and it just blows all over my lines.
This would be soothing music.
It would be soothing. You would think it's soothing.
Grab me the forget me stick.
So which direction do we want to take? The fire dog or the worm guys?
Well, we were resting up so that we could get past the fire dog.
The fire dog.
Being kind of sitting there, leaning up against the wall, kind of sitting there nervous, twitching a little bit.
Alright, everybody notices that.
Streamed yet.
He was kind of weak last game, he wasn't feeling the best and he was slagging behind. Now he's finished up a rest and he's in terrible shape.
Daenerys, relax.
You see him visibly shaking.
No booze. I need booze. Need alcohol.
Ah, your mind triggers.
What?
There was a room a couple back full of alcohol.
When you
Okay.
turn into an
I'm
alcoholic,
gonna say, since when are you an alcoholic, there's a difference between doing everything in excess and being an alcoholic.
He's an alcoholic, apparently.
Pick one.
An excessive drinker is an alcoholic.
That's what he's playing, an excessive drinker.
That's fine, but
But you're
that's different than
being
doing everything in excess.
Right. Doing everything in excess means everything,
Which
not
room were we
just
camped in?
Negative favor.
We camped in the ring room?
Oh no.
Is that the one?
Yeah. I'll take the dwarf.
You do know that straight out of this room, down a long dark hallway, there is a room full of mead. Just putting it out there. Mead. Well, I hope not mead, it would stink. But drinks.
I had also convinced him not to partake in any of the
At the
drinks
time,
before.
yeah. Now he's had a long rest and he's shaken and he feels maybe he needs some drinks.
Play your character.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what everybody else
I
is
know.
saying.
You try up and just step out the door and take a look down the hallway.
You had the door open for the smoke, yes?
No, we shut both doors.
We used the vents that the water was coming
Oh,
out.
sweet. Okay, then you can't leave the room at this time. There's a metal ring in the roof that you know these guys activate to open the stone door forward. And it is currently closed.
Wasn't the meat room back?
It was not okay.
Yeah, it was
That door
back.
was
He
shut
doesn't.
as well.
Meat room's forward from the ring room.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
There's the ring room, if this is where you're currently
Yeah,
camping.
yeah, where the ring room.
There's the ring room, then it goes out to the forks.
Yeah.
Then the one to the right goes to the evil creatures. The one straight ahead went to a scratched up hallway that led down to a scratched door. Beyond that was the meat room, which was the torture room.
Okay.
So we'll have to pass through that room to get to where we're going.
Which he would know.
Yeah, for sure.
Get the boat. In the boat. Don't worry, we're gonna bring the boat for the puppy. Yeah. And there's a skeleton under it, so
Yeah.
we'll grab the bone for the puppy.
Are you going forward? Is this what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay, because I was just waiting to see what you're doing. You're resting, you're talking.
He's gonna make a jump check, see if he can get to the ring.
and I'm sitting there shaking out, but like
Yeah,
more
sure.
or less from
Got it.
not the drinking, but
You haven't had any drinks.
I know.
Yeah, you're
But-
sober down.
Yeah, but more or less shaking up from the dream I had.
Which only you know so far.
Yeah.
Did you make the ring?
I did.
Alright, he jumps up and he grabs a big ring on the ceiling, pulls it down, forcing a stone door forward to open.
Take that dagger that we were used before and stick it back
In there, you go forward. You make your way forward down the hallway until you come to a fork in the road. And
Fork
there
in the road,
is
yes.
a small pedestal with a spear covered in goo on it.
Oh, there's a
Those
fork?
symbols.
I pick it up.
Pick up the fork. Keep going down the hallway. The hallway starts off with scrolling on the walls until it becomes scratches, till it becomes these big, horrific scratches all over the walls and the door. The door is open, and you walk into a room full of meat. There's shelves all over the walls, full of bottles of meat. In the far corner, there was a torture chamber, a little torture room. And El Llaneros found a scroll there. Make your way through that room unless you want to do something here. You're absolutely surrounded by drinks. They persuaded you last time not to have any and to keep your wits about you.
These are drinks of your father. You don't want it consumed.
Getting that real strong urge. Start like make my way to the wall where the meat is and everything, and just kind of like start like checking them out and.
I see him doing that. We left the door behind us open.
Right?
Yeah.
Minor illusion out the door. I'm gonna start making the sounds that the worm creatures did
Oh, sweet. Okay.
as loudly as I possibly can.
Okay. So everybody will start to hear horrific noises that sound familiar of nearby tentacle horrors.
Coming out the door? We'll close the door.
More of those worm things nearby.
Alright, you go and close the door behind you, leaving you just in the meat room.
Daenerys, we might not want to linger too long.
Everything down here is pitch black dark, except I think somebody had a light spell
Yep.
on his longsword.
Yeah, torch. No, it's on a long sword. I
So
want
as
to
he moves his sword about and causes shadows to dance about the room, especially with all the meat.
Let's go.
There's no other way out of this room.
Forward, the door's open.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta wait till let me know when we get to the boat.
Well, we gotta convince him to leave the room.
Let's see if he leaves, and when we say leave,
We're saying leave.
we're gonna proceed. Do you follow us?
I take a lead as usual.
Okay, as usual in the lead, you're starting to leave the room. Do we notice you following? Or are you lingering?
I'm still lingering.
Alright, so you start making your way into the hallway where the boat was. So a hallway with water dripping down the side walls and down the actual hallway, which about halfway down will be an old boat and a skeleton and some
Yeah.
sand. But as you start walking out, you notice he's not following. He's just kind
Would
of...
I notice that from the front of through, like,
I would
I'm not
notice
trying
that.
to
It depends. You tell me. You
I
tell
probably
me.
wouldn't
I'm
be
just-
looking back
okay.
to make sure everyone's
Then you don't
following
notice.
me.
You start
Yeah.
going forward. Everybody's going to filter out of the room to the last guy to come out of the room.
Yeah.
I'm almost
Alright,
in the
then you
middle.
will notice him lingering behind.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
You see in the dark?
One
Huh?
You see in the dark?
dark vision. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I go sit there. I go. We're gonna just grab one. I'm gonna grab one, put it in my pack, and I'll have it for later.
Alright, perfect. He follows you. Alright, make your way into the hallway till you get about halfway down. There is a
And they're in
little
bottles.
boat.
They're in bottles, right?
Yeah, they're in bottles. Make your way down till you get to the boat. The 10-foot hallway, everybody can do what they want. Gather around, do that.
Okay, I know the skeleton's there. Can we determine what kind of skeleton it was?
You could.
Medicine check to determine what it is.
Sure.
It's not something I'd probably do.
21.
It is a human skeleton. So, yeah.
Reading the journal, I would have. No, it was an elf, wasn't it?
Yeah, but humanoid skeleton.
You just said it was a human skeleton.
An elf skeleton and a human, can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
Can you really?
Bone structure, the ears.
Oh, okay.
They tend to be taller.
Ears don't have bone structure.
bones.
I didn't think you could tell the difference, but if
It
you
would
can,
look probably, an elf would probably look like a
Probably
small female
general
human.
build, it would be a slender
okay, well, I'll give it to you.
ish.
The clothing we depicted was desert-like,
Right.
Yeah.
and we read the journal about a desert, but it didn't
Those
fit with
cheekbones
anything
are
going
gonna be
on.
all very pointy.
Yeah, and why he was in a boat coming over a desert
Yeah.
makes no sense to me.
Exactly.
No, not at all.
Unless it had like levitate cast on it or something. Let's take it. It's
Wild
fine crash.
magic went wrong.
So,
Like this skeleton, does it look like it's been sitting here for quite a while, or
Yeah.
As in-
Very long time.
because what I was thinking, like I'm kind of check out the skeleton and everything. I let the group know. I go by the looks of it, because some deserts were water. There was water at one point in time, but it could have dried. The water could have dried up, and that's why you could have probably been talking about boats coming over.
How did it get
Think of
down
where
here?
we're at, my friend.
Underground.
You're in a 10-foot stone hallway underground. There's a boat upside down against the wall. It's
Filled with
kind of
sand.
kind of like a rowboat type thing, filled with sand and a person in desert-like clothing.
They could have started building the building around the boat. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
So he says to the rest of you,
That's
That's
just
his
my
explanation.
thought. So
I'm going to apologize to the skeleton. Reach down, grab one of its legs bones,
nice.
rip it out.
Doesn't say desecrate the leg, but that
It's
doesn't
a
bother me.
puppy.
It doesn't bother me.
It's a puppy.
It's unburied dead. But you guys wouldn't know being around me.
All right, you get a leg bone. Anybody else want to do anything special with the boat?
There's no,
just like a rowboat.
This is rope. Yeah.
there's no spellcraft type thing in this, right? So
You
just
tell
need an
me-
Arcana check. I'm just one.
He's trying to figure out what to use to figure out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I wanted to kind of figure out if this was a. I guess if it's that old, it just wouldn't make sense anyway. Are there any inscriptions inside of the boat?
Unfortunately, no.
Does it have a name or anything on it?
Nope.
That's why it's
Usually
sank. I like that boat no name.
Usually longboats don't have names. It's the main boat that is.
See, wild magic, sorcerer, it's about sailing.
And sometimes even the robots have like the ship's emblem on it.
He sure is a professional
Sea
seaman.
man.
Professional scene.
My profession is dancer. Just because, like, a,
Of seeing subject, alright.
Shall we push on?
yes.
All right, make your way on.
Yeah.
All right, I'll read this because of Shane. So the next room we come into is the demon face room. Entering this room, you are met by a large demon face carved into the rock at the end of the room. The mouth is the size of a doorway and enters into darkness. Deep stains trail from the doorway on the floor. On either side of the room, a brazier stands with a mournful red glow, which illuminates the upper half of the room, keeping the lower half in darkness.
I have a question. For spell components that require a gold cost, is it assumed we have those components and just have to spend the cost? Or do
Give
we
me an
have to,
example.
for Find Familiar,
Okay.
I need herbs, and I have to burn it in a bronze brazier, and it costs 10 gold. Now what I'm saying is, can I just spend the 10 gold and I assume I have those materials, or do I have to go out and specifically buy those materials before I can cast the spell?
Specifically by.
Okay, we're fine. Okay.
3 years of traveling and he's never had to summon his familiar world at once.
I usually don't fly him into demon doors.
Fair enough.
Yeah, 10 gold's worth of
Although
charcoal,
we're in a
incense,
room
and
with
herbs.
braziers, so there's that.
Right, but I don't have charcoal, incense, and herbs. I would need the specific ones in order to cast this spell. Okay.
Suddenly it's Shane and Pathfinder looking for the cranberries. Do you have any? No. Okay.
It doesn't matter because I'm not looking for cranberries.
That's right.
Non-monetary items
What?
are in your spell component pouch.
Or you can use a focus.
We're getting
So
heavy.
you don't need
It's
the.
one or the other.
Oh, okay. I always have my focus with my quarterstaff. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your quarterstaff currently right now? Is it wood?
Yes.
Okay.
So knowing that I have to actually wait to bring back midnight, I'm gonna start crying a little bit.
I would.
Seeing this room. And I'm gonna ask if we can move as quickly as possible through here.
So you stop. You're gonna stop, Daenerys, and you're gonna realize this is a room from your dream. This is the room where you saw the stone door twist and a horrific image beyond. You believe that the person in the image was your father, and you think he's beyond this door. The other people in your group seem very upset and want to get out of this room quickly. To the left was a secret door that they seem to be going towards. Your stress increases being in this room.
And I see him going towards the door that I know that could be extremely dangerous.
No, the door ahead of you was a demonic face carved into the rock. Very, very big, maybe 10 feet tall or so. And the mouth was the size of a door. It was all dark. And they didn't go that way. They went through a secret passage on the left.
We're heading towards it.
That's where they're going. Yeah. You remember the doorway from your dream.
Yeah.
And you don't know, I'm filling you in. Last week, Glim sent his familiar, a raven, through the door and immediately fell unconscious. And then woke up and was not too happy about things he saw.
And I'm currently very upset at this room.
We have two people very upset. Let's proceed.
That's what they said.
Get out of this room.
I let the group know. I actually come out and say,
Talk to them.
this is what I seen this room in a vision, dream I saw and everything. With this creature, who I think might be my dad, telling me welcome home. Right now, are we planning on going through this door?
No.
Because I was gonna say is what it might be is I might be able to walk through the door unharmed. Because this might be the way to my father, and he might give me passage to this door. But with you guys, it might not be so good for you guys.
I've seen what's through that door, my friend. There's nothing good on the other side.
We actually see something on the other side of the darkness.
Yeah. I'm not describing it.
You didn't tell us.
Well, because I saw through Midnight's eyes, and then the shock of it.
Yeah.
If your father greets us, let's rush to meet him as a group.
For now, let's go after the dog. I don't think any of us are prepared to go through that opening right now.
Maybe you can turn off the darkness.
I don't know, it's not my realm of expertise, so I can't say whether we can find going through the door or not. So.
So demons doors the keys.
So he's brought up, he was in the room and he stopped in front of the door, and he brought up how he feels and what he thinks the door means, and that it might be beneficial. The other people don't like the sight or the thought of the door,
Yeah.
but he's had a good reasoning.
If you pass through, you will be under.
We're here to help him with his daddy.
Yeah. And
we can't pass through that door.
and I'll probably be the only one who will be able to pass through that door. And with my father, I probably won't. I'm probably not capable of it right now to take him on my own. So if it's just a thought. I can go through it, but if I want to face him face to face, I might need help with it. So that's what I'm thinking right now. So right now we can bypass the door for now. But as far as I know, I probably might be the only one that might have safe passage through this door. But I'm not capable of taking him on my own right now.
So we should venture throughout this place a little bit and
Yeah.
see what we can see, what kind of information we can find.
bizarre as always. Another way.
So,
Huh?
And I'm getting, and I guess I'm talking and everything else and checking out this door, and from what I see in my dreams and everything, I'm starting to get a little bit more agitated.
Oh,
and,
very much.
It's the other way.
and
It's
just
always
kind of gets like
towards the back.
almost to the point where I'm starting to shake a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Left is the-
let's go through the secret door.
All right.
Towards the doggy boy.
So, you know, you just note that you want to come back, but right now we're gonna move forward.
Yes.
So we go through the next door, which was a tiny passage. Oh, with the alcoves lining here was the grinning demons.
Right.
There we go. I just forgot to put that on here.
And the diamonds that are definitely trapped.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So you make your way down the hallway with the grinning demons, and everybody avoids the eyes till we get to the end where
Well, we
they're.
don't know if Thyneris avoids them.
True. True.
We're going to stop him.
All right. We get to the end where there is a door that is closed because we closed it when we saw the dog beyond.
So what do we want to do about the pooch?
Have the bone.
The straps the puppy dog was the bone. It's always what
Yeah, but
it's-
it'll do anything. I don't know how.
It's not gonna do nothing. I know how to train animals. And that bone on that thing ain't gonna do nothing.
Maybe a little bit of meat with the bone.
Well, that is just a little bit of meat.
Penis jokes at a time like this.
Actually, I was referring to him being a teeny tiny elf, but
Yeah. Compared to us, we're kind of bigger.
All right. So they lead you down a hallway full of grinning demon statues until you come to a closed door, and they tell you that beyond this door that's closed and rimmed in red glow is a dog covered in fire that is in front of two bronze doors.
That's the way they'll put it
No, my firebolt related.
I'm just going to tell the dog to sit.
And how many of us are arranged?
Nah. Are you counting spells?
Oui, oui.
Because somebody decided to go a melee ranger instead of a range ranger.
That's
He
fine.
has the bow. He does the pew.
Well,
I'm gonna.
because I can go right up to the dog, no problem. So,
There you go.
Friend of
Get him,
yours.
go pet him.
You have fun,
right?
right?
Because I got fire resistant.
I'm
so.
gonna reach up to Geth, touch him.
I don't know if that's gonna do much against his teeth.
13 plus your dex,
yeah,
which you should have in your sheets already.
yeah, 17. DM,
What's that, sir?
my AC is temporarily bumped up to
I gave
17.
a mage armor.
Can you give someone else mage armor?
Doesn't say.
It was always a personal spell.
No,
Just
Oh,
touch.
okay, that's new.
As long as they're not wearing armor.
It's only personal if you're making it permanent.
permanent.
What,
And
you go from 14 to what?
17.
I did not roll a 1.
Not gonna use mine.
I'm gonna use divine sense to double check the beast is actually in there
Okay.
before we start wasting spells and walk through the door to nothing. Divine sense will tell me of any celestial fiend or undead within 30 feet of me.
And it's a fiend. Because it sure as hell ain't celestial.
It's not undead either.
It is a fiend and it does tell you.
The puppy is still in the room.
I wonder if we'll have to cook the meat off that thing or if it's already crispy.
Must you eat everything yet?
Gotta survive somehow. Okay,
Circle of life.
who's going first? I am. As soon as I see it, I am prepared to cast a cantrip.
So if you want, draw a good, let's do,
Is it the busting cards?
Gust of wind.
Oh, the wind picked up.
Apparently it's a very stupid one.
Do a 40 by 60. 40 by 60 room. 40 wide, 60 long.
Here, spell Hellish Review.
Yeah, he said the same thing.
Yeah, so I don't have it yet.
I have it.
That's the
Yeah.
Easy.
I can't wait. It's one of my favorite spells.
How hard it was for me to not play it.
How hard it was for me not to play Warforged.
So we're coming through a single door, correct?
Yes. Where do we get resist fire? Where
I
is this at?
don't think it's in the same.
Hellish
Oh,
resistance. You have resistance to fire damage.
Nice. Okay. What's resistance?
Half damage.
Half damage.
Okay. So I do
I failed a saving throw.
Word?
I failed a saving throw.
that. Okay, take the word resistance.
You
Take-
always have that.
Take the word resistance off your page and write down half damage fire. It's easier
Yeah.
because nobody knows what it means.
Resistance is just half damage, period.
He
Resistance.
doesn't know that.
Okay.
And he's gonna bring it up every game. I'll write half damage fire. And this way we know. So it goes easier, quicker, and we don't gotta look it up.
I thought it was medium.
Is it medium or large?
What's that, sir?
Is it puppy?
Medium.
Is it
I'm
blue?
sizing our monsters.
Is it blue puppy?
It's a puppy.
Oh, is it puppy?
Perfect.
Is it right? Okay. So write it down, Doc. Yes, you can write it. I can't.
I can't.
You can't be
Maybe
trained.
3.
Okay, so the door is shut at the moment because we're still in the other room. We know through divine
Does
that the
anybody
dog
want to
is
cast
there.
any spells before we go in there and pet the puppy?
I already did on you. Which mini were you, Greg? You were the.
The psych guy, was he that, or that guy? I don't know what he was. He can be the badass.
No, I do have. I know.
Oh, he
I
was
know which
the-
one it was. Yes.
Let's use ones that look the
The
most
acolyte.
like
That's
shit.
what I'm right.
Yeah, I had the one that had the.
It was a half
Oh.
orc. It was a half orc adept you were using.
Pretty accurate.
Half orc adept.
Watch where your frosted hand goes this time.
So I'm saying we're behind you since I did that
Yep.
spell on you.
So it's 10 foot and then it follows down into a 5-foot doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you? Who? You in the back?
If we're getting ready to go in, I'm not in the back. If we're getting ready to go into melee combat, I'm not at the back of the line.
That's Shane.
Yeah.
He's also me.
Would we see this better if I took this down? You think? What do you think?
I don't think we'll see it either way.
Just
No.
You won't see the map.
Okay, cool. So there you go.
Okay. And like I said, as soon as I see the dog, I'm casting a cantrip.
You know what I think?
Yeah, so I open the door and start moving in.
That's in range.
When it's in range, it's
How far?
30 is my movement.
How far is that from the dog?
30.
Did we roll initiative? No.
No, we didn't.
No.
I think this would be kind of a surprise action because the dog doesn't know
Everybody's
where.
gonna get one action, you know, so we all hold the door.
In the door, not in
Yes.
place.
And
That's right. No.
hit,
There is no-
hit me up 30 feet.
There is only disadvantage on certain saving throws with Hippo.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't slow you
He
down.
was still a square back.
Oh, but I run faster.
Keep going till everybody has one action, and then we'll do initiative.
Gust of wind!
Oh, we only get the one action.
Yeah.
Even though I said that's what we're trying to do, I was gonna do.
Yeah, because you can do what you're gonna do. Well, bang, sure.
I teleport.
Or if you can do it from there. So as everybody runs into the room, then you can see the dog. You can do it from where you are without moving. Because one action.
It's not.
I can't.
Not
I
a
have to
match.
be within range.
Then you got to do whatever.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Alright.
So now we're doing initiatives.
Initiative.
Yes!
Oh, that's so funny.
Natural 20.
5.
Mine's only +1 though.
6.
What's your dexterity?
11.
What's your dexterity score?
12.
Aha, I beat him. I have 13.
21.
You get 21 as well?
Shane goes before us.
3 21s.
Which, as being the Dex Ranger, probably should.
Okay, Shane, go.
Is it a medium creature?
Yes.
Okay. Start moving up. Move up to him.
Okay, let me know when he's in. Oh no, never mind.
He's not gonna get there.
Let's see. Dashes.
Sure it is. I don't know if church is in this.
I was just looking that up. I don't think it is.
Doesn't matter, he doesn't want to charge, he's just moving out.
So you're just moving up?
That's where you can get off and move.
Yeah, it was away from 30 feet, right?
30 feet, yeah.
Or you can dash and be right in front of him.
Dash,
Just
that's
can't attack him.
Yeah, right there is good.
Me?
Yeah, I have 6. It would be mean there's.
Cast a spell. Command. I need a will save from you.
Go freezes.
Where's the sheet?
Doesn't stop it from fighting.
Because one command, as long as it doesn't hurt it,
What's will?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, okay, wisdom.
oh, so yeah,
Alright, 10.
that would be a fail.
Okay.
Okay, does it understand his language?
Does it understand common?
Nope.
Then it does not work.
Only.
Still get the command.
Only her and
6.
And it does. It was already sitting, wasn't it?
It's pissed offly growling.
Its turn, I believe.
It's turn.
Okay, I can't totally see. Is that who's within 15 feet of me?
These two.
Alright, so we'll start off with, I got a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
Each character in the area must make a dexterity saving throw. Get it?
8.
18.
10. Because you're proficient with your you get to
Yeah,
close to your
the
head.
ones that you have circled should be a +5, not a +3. Because you're either +2 and you're +3. 18, sir.
18 makes it.
10.
And 10.
Fails it.
For Shane.
Let's see. What it did. Yes.
And 18 don't laminate, just like half
Okay,
the way
how many health points did I get back?
just for my
You're
actual
back to full
spells.
after a long rest.
That way when I waste the first level, I can just drop it. 'Cause I don't
Okay,
have-
28 fire damage goes out, 14 you take, because that's half. The other one does not get you.
Wow, okay.
That's
Nice.
20 fire.
Fire damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hopefully you can't do that every round.
Somebody's gonna get a heartache. I think you know who it is.
Alright, you move up toward it, breeze fire, the giant cone. You resist some of it, shaking some off, but it's still intense enough to hurt you. You take a good deal of damage from that. And the dog looks very vicious, very fiendish. Like he could rip your throat out if he gets a hold of you. That's his turn.
My turn.
Yes.
Move me up to attack.
I think I'm gonna have to trade out.
No, don't take me out.
We have trades for enemy fighters, so we can be using that.
That's fine.
I thought
Give me
it
a
was
speed
not
boost.
good either.
Give me a speed boost.
I'm not here to buff
17?
you.
Launch!
Oh, yeah.
14 points of damage.
Oh, I can't make it in one movement.
Alright, good.
You get gust of
You
damage.
smash into him.
Me? You're before me. He's within 30?
Yes, he is.
Get back to casting.
Hard DC there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, bad.
Shoot out a beam of green light at him.
Ooh.
25.
Holy crap, yeah.
I need another D8, please. And I need a Constitution throw. What'd you get?
1.
Sweet. So he is poisoned and takes 10 points of poison damage. As a ray of sickening green energy smashes into him.
I'm poisoned until.
Until the end of my
Not
next
yet.
turn.
No.
Oh,
So he has disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
good job, nice. All right, sicken the dog.
Nice job.
Because he ain't necromancer.
See, when that is avenging his guard.
Oh yeah.
21
To do what?
to hit.
With what?
A ray.
All right, you're casting a ray.
Yes.
You do that, it hits.
Okay, he's going to take 1d8 cold damage. 1 cold damage. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay. All right, remind me of these effects canceling out. Okay. Next. Next.
That was cold damage. I don't know if that matters or not. The damage.
I got it.
Okay.
You hit him with the ray, he does not like the cold. He helps out.
You are.
Top of the round.
You just got smoked with this fire, able to shrug some off. Everybody's running in, shooting laser beams. Pew pew pew.
I was pretty sure my fire.
So what are you
was
gonna
gonna
roll
do
the
a whole lot
d20
better.
or I had this one? No. Or this one?
You add plus for what?
For when I roll my
Your attack is plus 5.
Okay. 8, 5, 13 hit?
And what are you attacking with?
Short sword.
All right, you go to slice him with the sword, totally miss. Whiff right over his head.
Or just the one.
That's just, I got 2 weapon fighting, so.
All right, pull out your other short sword, I guess, and
Big negatives, right?
You don't deal your ability modifier damage on the second hit.
Yeah, you.
No, you don't.
Not with
Maybe as a 2-foot weapon ranger.
Yeah, you do. I just.
Normally you.
what'd you get to hit? You miss?
19.
Okay,
Nine.
whiffs again.
No,
19.
19.
Okay, you gotta tell me these things. Roll it now. Roll
You
damage.
hit on your second sword. Sure.
You just put the dice to the side and it's not there, so I assume you missed.
6 points of damage.
Nice. You're already from your dex if you have the damage.
Yeah.
So 9.
9.
I did.
Alright.
Strike.
Alright, hit him with the sword.
Not with a light weapon.
Short swords, it's not finesse.
Short swords are finesse.
Or yes.
Yeah.
Cut into him. Boom! Who's up?
It is going to be
Francis.
Francis.
Francis. The enemy is my vow of enmity. Means I get advantage on attack rolls against it. Do I already have advantage against it?
Why?
No, I was asking.
Why
don't
would
think so.
you?
Okay, I don't know if there's sickness.
Sickness gives a disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm going to swing at it with my great sword, with my normal sword.
Your long sword.
You hit.
I'm going to hit it. I'm
Alright.
going to waste a spell slot for Divine Smite. When I hit it, I channel Divinity through my weapon and deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
Nice. There you go.
Radiant.
Yep.
So it's going to take 10 radiant damage, and it's going to take 12 normal damage.
Wow.
Slashing.
Alright, that's awesome. Smash into the fiend with your radiant goodness.
Hey, what do you know? Paladins don't suck.
Ooh, nice.
All depends on who's playing it.
Well,
Who's
when
third?
you're not playing a paladin that says, no, you can't desecrate because you're dead.
Fine.
Yes,
But I like to have your goody goody.
you have 3 foes attacking you.
Did all 3 hit me? I know 2 did.
Did you hit Drake?
Yes, I.
Alright,
Yes,
all
3
3.
hit.
All 3. Okay, so we gotta pick a number here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4 it'd be.
That'd be me.
Alright, dog looks over to you.
I give you an extra.
Disadvantage. Sweet.
Ray of sickness. How many times a day do you get it?
That's first level.
You have disadvantage, Dean. You need to roll
Cast it
twice.
6 times.
And take
Oh,
the
natural 20 in the second, but we have to go with the lower, so.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
16, he misses by 1 on your major armor. Aiming at you to bite right into your neck and kill you, but misses with his lunge.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it for both of you.
It's fat armor.
It is going to be. Yeah. This is the only thing I remember. I should remember France, but it should be real easy to get.
Yep.
I don't remember. So then, I'll have arrows.
Now, you know,
6 points of damage.
No, no, no. He's got 3 pants. No, 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 no.
All right, what do you hit with? I forget, Warhammer?
No, I've got the long sword still.
Oh, nice. All right. Long sword out, smack him back. Oh.
Well, that worked so well the first time. Ray sickness!
Nice.
Shit. 14.
Miss. Rip, sickness shoots and hits the ground behind him.
I'm using my ability to gain advantage on my attack roll.
What ability?
I do it once a day. It is called.
Once a day or after a long rest? Same thing? Once every 24 hours or once after your rest?
It's called Tides of Chaos. Once you do so, you must finish a long rest
Once-
before you can
Sweet.
use
Good.
this feature again.
You can use it.
Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Search table.
Nope.
Immediately after you cast a sorcerer spell, first level or higher. You then regain the use of this ability,
Okay.
which you make me do every time I cast. So if I cast a spell,
So anytime after what you're doing right now, I can have you roll.
Correct.
Anytime. Okay.
Correct.
Sweet.
Anytime he casts more than first level.
What you doing, right?
no, right now it's
Oh, you let me know when.
it's a cantrip. I'm doing it. And I'm going to hit with the cantrip.
Sweet.
Doing 3 points of cold damage,
Oh, nice.
and its speed is reduced by 10 until my next turn.
Again.
Again,
So
it doesn't reduce it
would've
anymore.
went up, it would have went back.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Whatever your reduced speed was, it stays there.
It don't seem as if it is moving very far.
That's the point. Is it's cold. It's
Yeah.
on fire.
You hit him with the nice cold ray. Boom! Who's next?
Daenerys.
All right, Daenerys. Dog leap for your friend. You got an opening. Get him.
Yeah. 20.
Yep.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Plus 5.
It's 5.
4 is 9. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. He puts it down with his double short swords. Daenerys kills it. A charred dark dog lays on the ground. The flames go out, but he remains.
Does it look charred?
Yep.
Oh, this meat's gonna be no good.
So we eat Cajun tonight.
So he engaged. Okay.
Yeah? You read that again?
Um,
Magnifying glass?
Actually,
No, my
this wouldn't be a demon, would it? It's a dog.
How are you asking me? Why are you asking me?
Favorite enemy. That's why.
It's a little late.
Yeah, I know. But no, actually, what I know,
What's your favorite enemy?
demons.
It's not a demon, it's a fiend.
No. 'cause-
Fiend is a demon in this game.
Is it?
Oh.
Demons, fiends, blah blah blah. We introduce it.
Awesome. Oh.
Oh, okay. Now I know, because I get extra points against it now.
Remember, the
but-
entire countryside is covered in fiends or demons.
Kids, like for being a tiefling and what I know about these dogs, like their weaknesses and stuff.
What was your background here? What is your area of study and or knowledge or whatever it was?
Outlander.
Yeah.
What was Outlander again?
Wild wilderness
So he
survivalist.
doesn't know about demons now.
just out in the wild
Aren't
where all
the
the demons
wilds filled with them? Wouldn't that be
Is
exactly
it
what
on-
he needs to
is it
be?
on- you guys tell me, man. You guys write these characters.
Yeah,
If you're
I-
telling me my character on my page is a demon hunter, I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Yeah.
If you're telling me you're just a guy who picks berries, wipes your ass in the woods, I'm not telling you how.
Because